All right, so what we have now is the same setup, but very different, of course. Um, I have my OPXY. I need a longer cable, clearly, because this is like impeding my visibility and my, I guess, comfort on the piano. I guess I could, I don't know. You have to figure it out. But I can get a longer cable. That's neither here nor there. So my thoughts here on how I want to sort of explore this are that I want to, that's funny. That's a funny thumbnail. I want to see about talking and playing at the same time. You can't have an input signal going at the same time that you have the mic signal active. So if I want to do what I'm talking about wanting to do, I would need to leave this signal up like this, maybe even come in here and maybe even increase the level a little bit so that I'm coming in a little bit louder. So that's cool. And then I need to connect to Bluetooth, and I need to pair this. So now I'm paired, and now I need to like do what I'm doing but use OPXY sounds. So we'll do that. We'll come in here. Maybe we'll go to not snapshot but sample. These are sounds like this. So I guess the keys. Maybe we'll make a beat right now, actually. Sorry, that was low. And before we do that, actually, what I'm kind of curious about is maybe sampling, playing direct piano into here from here. Let's try that really quick. All right, I guess we'll save this. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna do a new track. So we're in headset mode. We're gonna turn this headset up a little bit again, and then I'm gonna go into sample mode really quick and activate this. Or actually, let's just try a couple things. Test mic check 1 2 3 4. All right, so we're here. We want to go to. So we're in sample mode. We're gonna. Okay, this is in this type of sample mode. Maybe we care about this sample mode here. So we're going to clear that sample. One, two, three, four. One, one. So then we come in here, 1 2, come back here, 1 2, and we have to 1 1 2 1 3 1 1 2 3 4 1 2. Is that looping? 1 2 3. Oh, I have this one here. That's why. 3 4 1 1 1 1 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2. So that's as simple as that. So we know how to do that pretty easily. But then if we wanted to do something similar, we come into sample mode, and I'm going to turn this into line in instead. One, two, three, four. 1 2 3 4. One, 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 1 2 3 4. So there's like a lot of different ways that you can manipulate this, but for now I'm going to go back into controlling OPXY sounds by connecting this back to Bluetooth. Nope. No. Devices. Oh, so we can just turn on or off Bluetooth and it stays connected. That's pretty helpful. Alright, so let's go back in here. Let's do new track. Alright, so we're on a new track now. And let's try to make something. Might have to go upstairs for a sec. Be right back. What's up? I'm back. Not my cat has been fed and is wandering around. Love it. So if I don't like what this is sounding like, and I'm like, I want to go new. Actually, we don't have to do new. We can just, instead of always starting new tracks, we can just get in the habit of just erasing what we've created so far, huh? And we always want to maybe start in a different tempo, mix it up a little bit, and let's let loose a little bit. There's a lot of breathing going on in the microphone. I'm gonna turn it off for a bit. So one thing I noticed on here is that you can only have a certain number of steps on a pattern. So on like a track, right? So which is kind of an interesting, somewhat limitation. So I'm gonna experiment with that. I think it's like 1,000 something, but sometimes I've reached the limit, not realizing that I'm playing that many notes. Thank you. I like this here instead of here. But let's find, we're gonna sift to a different sound after this, but like we're gonna cycle through some different patches. But let's just see how this kind of what happens here. So if I leave this on 4, let's just try this way first. So that didn't reach the limit. Have you ever tried the OP1OG? Hey, what's going on, my friend? I have tried it, absolutely. Have you? Yep, the OG as well as the you know, the OP1 Field, of course. Said first time seeing someone playing with this. Yeah, it is quite interesting. As I've been saying on my channel, jury is absolutely still out on all right, couple things, and this is kind of a hot take, kind of a exclusive take here. I believe that the amount of functionality that comes in the OPXY, the amount of technology that comes in here, etc., I believe and the fact that very few things can do what this can do in its form factor, I believe that, you know, if you're going to make use of those things and you're looking for something portable, etc., then I believe that you could absolutely make the argument that sure, it is worth it. But as I sit here and, you know, just kind of reflect on a lot of factors with it, and what's today? Today's date is the, I don't know. You should be able to swipe down on the iPad and quickly see the date. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. January 13th. I was about to go on a whole spiel on why you can't do it, but it's like right there. I just think that that the jury is still out on whether or not this is bringing the amount of value that, for me personally, in my current situation that I would need in a $2,300 device, let alone I didn't even spend that for it. I paid half the money for it. So, but before I make that judgment call, I kind of slipped up. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I'm going 30 days straight with this, but I've explored a couple other things just when things kind of popped into my head that I just wanted to check out really quick. But, mostly I'm spending like exclusively making music with this thing here. And by the end of the month, I'll determine whether or not, like what I truly think about it, based on 30 days of intense usage. Is the way you connect your OPXY to your digital piano unique to this version, or can the previous two also do that? Great question. One sec, I'll answer it. Let me take another sip. So there's a couple different ways that I've been connecting my OPXY to this. Like right now, this is connected via Bluetooth. And as you can see or hear, the latency is minimal, is negligible. I love the fact that I can just hit my OPXY here and not have anything physically connected to it and be able, like this particular piano is quite amazing. As I was mentioning to Quantum Sheep, I'll be doing a video on this this piano. I did the video already, but I'll be releasing the video very soon once the embargo is lifted. And it's a fantastic piano because it's like a freaking Bluetooth controller as well, right? It has USB like most things have, but it has built-in Bluetooth, which is kind of crazy. So that's how I'm using it right now, just like trying to improvise and make something. But you also can send an audio input signal, which I'm also doing at the moment, from this piano to the audio in on the end here. Can't really see it on the camera, but there is a red cable connected, and that's the audio input there. So that's also, I think, quite cool. It makes it versatile. Can you do it on the previous two? Let me think about that. I'm trying to remember. Well, on the OP1 field, absolutely you can, because it has a audio input and it has Bluetooth, and I've done both of those. On the OG, it has an audio input, so you definitely can do that. I believe it has Bluetooth. I'm not 100% sure because I never tried using it with Bluetooth, so I'm not 100% on that. But I believe that it does, like 80% sure. So let's explore some other sounds. So you have organ sounds on here, of course. So right off the bat, so that's what's happening here. It's something about, excuse me, ground noise. I might consider using that ground noise isolator thing that I have downstairs, because as soon as I have this plugged in and I'm trying to use this headset, when I touch the unit, the ground noise, I don't know if you guys are hearing like how close it is, like how clear you can hear it, but the ground noise goes away when I'm holding this. When I let go, you hear it, and I can even see the meter there if I don't say anything. The meter goes up a little bit. And even there's a couple other things that I noticed that I still need to investigate. I have a Bluetooth MIDI dongle downstairs that connected to my Nord, and I need to do a test. It's not perfect. The Bluetooth, something about the connection is not perfect, especially when I play faster things. Like the notes don't catch 100% of the time, and I'm curious to know if that's like what that is, right? I have to try a USB connection from here to here to check that and see, what happens, and then the Bluetooth downstairs, the dongle, just to see like where the little misstep might be happening. It's I think a little bit off, but not crazy. I love the look of the XY. I just can't justify it right now. I desperately would love to have one though. Yeah, I hear you. Well, who knows? After my no, I'm not gonna sell that. I can't. I mean, not even probably. I wouldn't sell this because I got the discount through TE. And that would just be wrong. Even if I wanted to sell it, that would be like on some, just not the proper thing to do. But it's just nice being able to communicate authentically on the channel about, my feelings on the product. Oh, it is worth it in my opinion if you can fix 50% off, but I believe it's a YouTube. Yeah, so you said it's worth it 50% off. Yeah, I have a relationship with TE as well. I've been, work with them on a lot of things. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it's like the great thing with them is compared to other companies that I've worked with is that I can just kind of do what I'm doing here just organically as much or as little as I want. There's not like a specific thing or amount that I need to showcase or anything like that. Also, I'm not getting paid anything. I mean, product is payment, I guess, to some, right? But I'm not getting like paid money, versus other companies where, you get paid in order, you have specific things that you need to do and stuff. So it's a trade-off, definitely. But I do like having the freedom. I think that's key with anything creative. Like you want to have. So even something like that. Let's see if I wanted to just. So I'm on this song here, and I want to just go into this mode. Let me see. See. So I'm gonna go here. So we can do this. Pretty cool that they give percentage off, but still let you be critical. Yeah, so that's interesting. Now, there's nothing in place to say, and I guess it's up to everybody, like to just figure out how best to do it. I'm kind of in like a gray area, right? If I had paid full price for this myself, and it had no connection with TE, then obviously I can say or do whatever I want, and you have that freedom on the channel. But I think for me, what I understand to be like the most important thing, and you might, I don't know if I recognize your names. I don't know if you've seen my channel before, or if you just stumbled upon it here, but I've been talking about on my videos a lot lately, just about the importance of authenticity. So basically any deal or any partnership or anything that I'm doing on my channel with a company, whether I'm getting paid for it, whether I'm getting the product for free or whatever the case is, like I need to be able to say whatever I want to say about the product. Granted, if a company's like, yeah, that sounds good, but can you highlight these features? Like I can absolutely talk about, what the company would like me to, share with people and stuff. But ultimately, like my opinion on the product, right? That's what has to be fully authentic. In order to grow this community that I want to grow on this channel the right way. So I don't know if so I say that to say I don't know if TE is like, I really don't know. I don't know if they know about some of the videos or posts that I put up. I mean, I've talked about a lot of great things on the product. I've talked about some things that are like head scratching, omissions. So I don't know if they're happy about it. I haven't spoken to them. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's getting truth and authenticity out there about the product is, I think, what's most important. Well, you are still paying money to them, even if it's less, so you should be able to say what you want. Yeah, this is true. This is true. I mean, a lot of people have purchased TE products. I mean, from my content, that's absolutely true. So at the end of the day, yeah, they should be thankful, right? Man, I want that Ableton Push 3, though. I really do. I'm waiting for someone to get back to me from Ableton. I don't think he checks his Instagram all that often. I mean, he definitely doesn't. But man, I want to get my hands on that thing so badly. All in time. Okay, let's get back. So what are we doing right now? What are we even doing on this thing? Are we trying to make something? Oh, we were, I think, here. Oh yeah, this guitar sound, right? What is this? I actually meant that it's not like you got the units for free, so you should be able to say, oh, gotcha. So you mean like I paid them for the product, even if it was half the price. Yeah, you're right about that. Even if it was half the price, I still paid for the product, right? So it's kind of like a, and that's kind of what I mentioned in one of the videos. It's kind of like a gray area for better or for worse, right? Like I didn't have to pay the entire amount, so, but I did pay for it. So like there's hopefully some validity out there with viewers that know, okay, well, he paid his own money for it. So, you know, the question on whether or not he feels excited and on top of the world and, you know, thrilled about the product or not, while there's a different baseline based on what I paid versus the next person, it's still a lot of money. It's still freaking. It was $1,200, you know. So it's yeah. And so for me to be able to be like, was $1,200 even worth it? Like that. That's in a way kind of could be considered kind of a damning thing, right? But again, everyone's situation is different. There could be some people. I can't play Titanic. Let me find a nice patch in a second, and I'll do that. There could be some people who are using this, and you know, like for example, this has two other ports in the middle that I never use, maybe never will, like CV and MIDI and all this, the MIDI sync. I'm like, I don't see myself using that. So that makes it a little bit less valuable, I think, to me versus the person who does. But again, we're going to figure it out. I do want to spend 30 days at some point sooner than later on the OPZ after using the OPXY and just be like, am I tripping or is the OPZ, you know, not better? It's not better. It's not a better device for many reasons, but is the OPZ better for me based on my situation of knowing it left and right and having made so much dope stuff on there already? Time will tell. Of course, you are also a YouTuber, so I can imagine you can get so much content out of this little device. Yeah, true. That's absolutely true. Let's find a weird sound and do Titanic. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know how to find a good sound on here. Would we go to maybe the different engines? Maybe. I don't know. Is that good? Let's get a little more volume on here though. Wrong button. Some people talked about the layout on this and how the shift button on the OP1 field is a different like length, a different size key than here. And I kind of and so that kind of throws them off a little bit. Like you don't know where the keyboard like if you're not looking down, you don't know that like where the keyboard ends and where these other three buttons that don't play notes begin, the shift and the plus minus. And I was like, I feel them on that because having that little different button, or even like a little, I don't know, like a little, I don't know, braille thing on here on the shift, so that you know, okay, that's not the keyboard, would have been kind of cool. I have to bounce, as the kids say. Hey, likewise. Have a great, have a great one. I've heard adults say that too. It's a weird sound. Honestly, seems like annoying layout to me indeed compared to the other ones, but IG, it's the only way to shove so much. Yeah, maybe, but I mean, you know, I hear you. I hear you because you have that extra layer, right? This whole extra row here. I think. I don't think the other one has this row. If I'm not yeah, of course not. Yeah, because the other one has like, and even the key bed, the OP1 field key bed, it's very different than this, right? It's like a somewhat more playable key bed. Alright, so if I wanted to go to, like, I guess a piano sound, if I just wanted to come in here and go to the multi-sampler and go to refelt, or actually, is it under multi-sampler? Alright, I'm gonna get in some piano practice now. So I'm gonna, like, put the chat to the side. I'll still be looking at chat though, don't worry. But I'm gonna turn my mic off and continue practicing this elephant dance song. All right. You got the reverb on there too. Cool. Cool. I'm gonna go into practicing some chord charts now. Let's turn the reverb down because that sounds a little bit too much there for my liking. No, 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 so we got no sounds in. All right. I don't even know where to start on something like this, honestly. That's the problem. Well, we can go to my playlists, and then I think I have this playlist. But these songs aren't as inspiring any longer. Say You Will is good. Alright, we'll do this one. And I guess we have to, reconnect to... I guess, function, Bluetooth on. Alright, so it's like, why would she make calls out the blue? Do-do-do-do, do-do. Now I'm awake, sleepless in you. Why would she make? Why would she make? No, so it goes out. Why would she? I like that better. As opposed to. Why would she make calls out the blue? Or why would she make? Why would she make calls? All right, so that's pretty cool. We can sing, but not too loud. But we're gonna turn that down a little bit. All right, let's try it again. But we can even come in here and let's try to find let's go back to engine, let's go to piano, or let's go to category. Pretty cool. That's cool, but we need a much slower attack. And we need this to be poly, so we need to change a lot on here, huh? How do you do that? It is poly. Oh boy. See, this is so weird. This is, okay. That's good. And what do we want to increase this a little? Oh, that's kind of nice. So if we increase that, that's a nice sample. So if we like the way that sounds, what do we do? Hold that and save it. And what does this get saved to? So-called snapshots. So snapshot is under all these. Okay. And you have to be able to change the names of these things though. Why would she make calls out the come back in here and give myself a little more reverb, maybe. And a little delay. That's too much delay. Maybe like here. Oh, also, hang on. So these are the reverb settings. Turn size down. Oh yeah, you can do all kind of interesting things here. Like here, turn the tone up. Mod. Why was she make? So that's good. Let's try that. Hey, Robot Rabbit, what's happening? I'm just in my own world here. That's what it's supposed to be when you're doing music, right? That's a little strong, that reverb. Hang on. Bring that down a little bit. How about here? Alright, let's try. And that delay. That sounds pretty cool. Come on with these freaking ads, bro. What? Alright. Why would she make calls out the blue? Now I'm awake, sleepless and you. What is it? B flat to E flat. Don't say you will. Then D diminished. Here we go. Unless you will. Don't say you will. Then play you will. I pray you will. Mrs. Soulfly crash lands in my